All right, so I am, very curious and very disappointed in this SMD AMM1. So in my testing thus far, I've done, a handful of tests with it, testing it versus a base head garage watt meter versus the oscilloscope, two different oscilloscopes. I have that O1 oscilloscope, and I also had this 7-inch tablet Finirsi oscilloscope. So testing it against both oscilloscopes, both oscilloscopes show clipping far, 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 far before the SMD AMM1 shows clipping, and I mean by a lot. And I was actually shocked because the DD1 actually is on par with my oscilloscopes. I had a DD1 years ago, and I tested it versus the O1 oscilloscope, and it was spot on. So I don't know what's going on with this particular AMM1. Did I get a dud? I don't know. The other functions on it, the DC voltage readings, they're accurate. The AC current and voltage readings are accurate. The real time power, it's fairly accurate. It's within 5% or whatever. But the amp dyno mode, the dyno power mode, that's what I bought it for, was for this test bench for the dyno power mode. It is highly inaccurate and it is inconsistent. So that's what we're going to do today on this video. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to test the base head garage watt meter versus the SMD AMM1. And AMM1 stands for audio multimeter. I don't know what the one is for, but I guess because it's the one and only that they made. But anyway, we're going to do 10 burps on this amp, the same amp. It's set up the exact same way as my previous tests. I have not touched anything. All right, I've got the Taramp Smart Charger on. You can see it's only putting in a minimum amount of current. I've got the 8 ohm resistors all wired in parallel for 1 ohm load. I've got the negative going straight to the amp, right? I've got the positive wire going through the base head garage watt meter Hall sensor and through the AMM1 Hall sensor. Now that I got that out of the way, let's turn this SMD on. Now, we're going to have the base head garage watt meter set to peak, and then we're going to put the SMD AMM1 on amp dyno. You want to see the waveform is clean on the screen. I'm going to do volume 48. That's the highest clean volume on this 40 hertz track, and this is from the DD1 CD. All right, now this voltmeter right here, transmitting signal Bluetooth to this tablet, and we're gonna see the DC minimum right here, minimum, the voltage drop. So on the burp, we can see what the voltage is. So turn it on, AMM1, battery good. So let's put it on amp dyno mode or dyno power mode, whatever it says. All right, dyno power. Matter of fact, let's make another column here. Volts, DC volts, the voltage right there. Made another column, DC voltage. All right, so we're going to do 40 hertz, volume 48. Now let's turn the amplifier on. All right, amplifier is on, relay kicked on. Let's just get it. All right. Test number 1, base head garage watt meter 4268. AMM1 is 4329. And well, something happened here. We're at 14.11 volts. 14.11 volts is right here. So let's go back out here and then clamp meter 2. I guess the Bluetooth connection lost connection there. But we were at 14.11 volts. There's the minimum, there's the maximum. We were at the minimum, so let's turn it off and then turn it back on. I think that's what the beeping was. So, yep, we're at minimum. All right, so let's clear this stuff out. Let's do test number 2. Not changing anything. Still at volume 48. And you can see I wrote down the results. All right, here we go. Test number 2. All right, base head garage watt meter 4254. AMM1 is 5109, and we were at 14.11 volts. Okay. Inconsistent already. Let's clear it out. Reset everything. And again, volume 48. Test number 3. 4265 on the base head garage watt meter, and 4544 on the AMM1 at 14.11. Look at that. The voltage is very consistent. Identical on every run so far. All right, test number 4. And here's, just to show you, I'm writing everything down. Test number 4. Volume 48, same thing, 40 hertz, volume 48. Base head garage watt meter 4277. AMM1 4785 and 14.12 volts. Test number 5. $42.70, $45.12, and 14.10. Test number 6. $42.75, $46.03, and then 14.10. Test number 7. $42.73, $48.21, and $14.10. Test number 8. $42.72, $96.20, and $14.10. Ridiculous. It was over $470 after taxes. I bought this one off of SonicElectronics.com. It was $449.99 plus tax. Of course, it was free shipping. I like SonicElectronics.com, but that's beside the point. This unit right here is just, I mean, you can see. My opinion is it's hot garbage. Overpriced piece of shit. All right, test number 9. $42.89, $46.07, and 14.11 on the voltage. All right. There's no redeeming itself, but let's do test number 10. Because like I said, we're going to do 10. All right. Well, the Bluetooth connection, it lost connection here. So there we go. It's on minimum. The test number 10. $42.72, $47.41, and 14.11. So now let me zoom out a little bit. And there, screenshot it, share it, look at it. I mean, what's the highest number here? What's the spread? So we got 42.89 at the highest, and 42.54 at the lowest. On the basic garage watt meter. So that's what, 35 watt difference on 4,200 watts, 4,300 watts. So what's the highest number here? We've got 96.20. And what's the lowest number? 43.29. So that's a differential of, and of course all the voltages. We got 14.12 volts and then 14.10 volts, the highest and lowest. So, I mean, that was, you know, spot on. So we've got, what, 5,300 watts differential here. I mean, come on, man. This unit right here is $100. This one is $450. And I've already tested the basic garage watt meter versus the my clamps and voltmeters. I've got a few different ones here that I've tested it against, and it is accurate on voltage and amperage. All right, then. That's all for this one. I mean, again, do I have a defective unit? I don't know. Somebody posted a screenshot of another SMD AMM1 on dyno power mode, clamping over 36,000 watts on a Tar Amps 3K. So no, I don't believe I have a defective unit. In my mind, I would think that it is a defective unit, but if another one is doing the same thing, it's probably just a bad device. You know, if it, I mean, that's all I can say. That's all I can say. Basehead garage watt meter for the win. I'm taking that SMD AMM1, boxing it up, and sending it back to Sonic Electronics as soon as I get the return authorization approval. All right, then. That's all for this one.